Happy Friday!
Happy Friday!
We hope you're all doing well. We just want to share a glimpse into our week. This week, we really have continued establishing school expectations, rules, routines, and we have really accomplished a lot. Our goal in reading this week was to build our structure, our reading structure, and learn what good readers do, what good reading habits do, what their expectations are during reading. And you saw from some pictures that we posted that we were introduced to our independent reading spaces with our independent reading baskets. And that is something that we will do every single day. They each have their own basket with books on their level, and we are working on building our reading stamina. We've also continued to work on our shared reading, which is when we work more with phonics and sentence structure and share our noticings with each other. And overall, it's just been a really fun week learning more about what good readers do.
And in math this week, we continue to work with numbers 0 to 5, and we really started talking about how we see numbers. It's really important for kids to talk about how they see something because not everybody sees a certain number the same way, and that's okay. So we're learning to have conversations in math, to revise our thinking, and to agree, and also to disagree politely. Those are all foundations when we start getting into higher thinking with math.
And in both reading and math,
Mhm.
we have really focused on partner sharing
Conversations.
and conversations
Yeah.
and learning that we are listening when your partner's talking or vice versa.
Yep.
But like she said, we can agree, and this is our gesture for agree, but it's also okay to disagree, whether it is reading or math, and we're learning how to appropriately do that.
Yep. And
Yes.
and to do it in a way where we're still showing kindness. We're not saying you're wrong or
Mhm.
anything like that.
Yep.
But we're showing kindness.
I think differently
And
than
yeah,
you.
and
Mhm.
and then always offering a student an opportunity to revise. Revising is a really big word in my classroom, especially. We've revised our thinking. We can always change it, and
Yes.
mistakes are how we learn.
Yes, absolutely. We also, this coming week and a little bit this week, we are starting assessments. We are really just gathering data in different areas. It may look different. Some of it is done one-on-one with the teacher. Some of it's done on a computer. So you may hear your child talk about that, but we use that data to form our groups. So that way we're really providing intentional instruction to all of our students.
And I would like to give a shout out to families because I definitely could see that the kiddos came in who and they practiced signing in
Yes.
and out of the computer. So I definitely was able to see those who practiced, and it really helped us
Get logged in.
yes, thank you.
Get logged in
Get
faster.
logged in this week.
Mhm.
We've been working on that all week, just practicing logging in, and I can really see the
I feel like this is
speed
the
growing.
best year it's ever gone.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you for your support in that. Yes.
This week we have had a few drills, and I'm sure some of your children have come home and asked questions about them. We wanted to just go over them quickly and how we approach them. First, we had a lockdown drill, and during a lockdown, we have to turn the lights out. Normally, in non-COVID years, all students are required to go into a bathroom or a safe space
It's our safe corner.
with us, and we lock a door. However, due to COVID, we all get quiet, we stand still, we talk about how it's important to just stay quiet. And Mrs. Johnson and I explain during a real lockdown, we would go into the bathroom, but we have one friend
Just
go
show
in
us.
and show us how they would go in and close the door, and everyone just stands quietly.
We really try to emphasize that drills are just
Practice.
It's not intended to be a scary thing. This is just practice, and that's kind of all we say. We keep it up. We keep it positive, practice, and then we move on with our day.
And I did have a few kids who asked, why do we do this? And I said, we have to just know what to do in case. I don't go into any details about
What the in case is.
yes. And that's your preference of what you share with your children. However, we don't go into that. We also had a fire drill, and with that, obviously, we practiced in case there's a fire.
So again, we just emphasize it is practice.
Yep.
It is practice. And they actually did really well.
Really
We
great.
walk out to the parking lot, we stay quiet, we're out there for maybe 1 to 2 minutes, and we come right back in and continue our day. So it's just, and we have these monthly. So if you hear your child talk about a lockdown drill or a fire drill, that is the only information we provide to your children. We have had a couple parents reach out to us with some COVID-related questions, and we just want to reiterate, we are doing our best to follow the school board decision. We don't have the power to make decisions with COVID-related things. So if you do have concerns or questions, we suggest you contacting the office because we are just doing what is in place currently.
For birthdays, this year we have quite a few dietary restrictions and allergies. So this year we are requesting no treats
goodies
for birthdays. Instead, please, families, I know a few birthdays are coming up. Instead, please, please, please send in a book and maybe a little trinket or a toy from home that your child really loves and would like to share about. We really can see the difference when kids are made to be the center of attention rather than the treats being the center of attention. So we will not be sharing treats. If they are sent in, we will be sending them home because it's just not fair to the kids who can't partake.
And all the book and the trinket will be returned home.
Oh yes, of course.
And also absences, just to reiterate, if your child is absent, we have to have either an email or a handwritten note with your child's name, our name, whoever's class they're in, the date that they're out, and the reason that they're out. It has to include all that information in order to be excused.
Yes. And if it's sent in an email, please make sure you include everything in the body of the text.
Yes. And also masks. We do have some friends that are wearing masks. If your child does wear a mask, please have that mask on before they arrive to school. I know some of them, they're kind of buried in their backpack and they come in and they're trying to find it. It would just be helpful if they just already had it on ready to start the day.
Please talk to your child about it is their job for now to regulate wearing that mask. If you are asking them to wear a mask, then they need to. I try to remind.
We do gentle reminders, but we are not in charge of masks. And we understand that they're 5, but if you, just have that conversation.
Yep.
But that's all we have for you. We hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next Friday. Bye.